Every pole vaulter is one of 3 archetypes. Know how to train for your particular archetype, and you will unlock new heights. Archetype 1 is the gymnast. These athletes are fast, strong, and just the right amount of crazy. They're typically shorter vaulters relative to pole vaulters. You have to realize that the average height for an Olympic pole vaulter is 6'2". And so the shorter end is 5'8" to 6 foot for men, and 5'2" to 5'6" for women. These athletes are incredibly strong proportional to their body weight, and they're normally the fastest vaulters on the runway. The result is they move the pole really, really fast. When you watch their vault, you'll be impressed by the sheer violence of the action. Every phase, the plant, invert, shoot, are all explosive and maybe even reckless. My personal favorite vaulter is of this archetype, Renaud Lavillenie.
Oh yes! Oh, he's in great form, the Olympic champion. Terrific form.
At 5'9.5", he's the smallest competitor at every meet that he goes to. Yet he's out here beating real-life Goliaths. He has by far the biggest heart in the game. He's incredibly inspiring to watch, and he deserves every bit of success that he's achieved. One thing to notice about his jump is just how quickly he starts realigning off the ground. His swing, too, is super fast. Tuck-and-shoot vaulters are almost always of the gymnast archetype. So how should a gymnast train? Your speed is your greatest attribute. Run a lot, and I mean a lot. You can probably recover from workouts pretty fast. You can tolerate more training volume. Also work on your hamstring strength so you're actually able to handle this training volume. Your knees and hip flexors may also need more work. You don't need to focus on these as much as the other archetypes, but because you're so fast, you need to be more precise. It's a lot harder to hit a baseball moving at high speed than one coming at you slowly, and the same is true for pole vault. The faster you run towards the box, the harder it becomes to get your plant up in time. And if you don't get your plant up in time, you can't go the right direction. And if you don't go in the right direction, gymnast archetype, you need to run a lot, vault a lot. Archetype 2 is the Viking. This is the type of vaulter that just looks the part. The creator does in fact play favorites, and this archetype is one. Tall, jacked, attractive. These guys just emanate a certain kind of confidence. Their jumps are slower than the gymnast, but they benefit from a higher angle of incidence at the pole strike. Because the primary challenge in pole vault is to move the pole to vertical, a taller athlete has a higher standing reach and has an easier time completing the vault. This is the advantage of the Viking. Long, strong levers performing large amounts of work for massive heights. These athletes typically struggle with some of the flexibility and core strength required in the event. Because of their length, it's harder to bring their whole body to inverted. It can take these athletes a long time to master the vault, and a lot of them quit before they even realize they have talent. But once they get it, they are hard to beat. How do you train a Viking? Run a lot, vault a lot, do core, do mobility. You have to stretch, not just in warm-ups. You need to actually push your flexibility with timed pike sits. Take flexibility as seriously as you would your back squat PR, because that's what it takes to get inverted. If you can't get inverted, you can't vault, and it will not matter how tall or strong you are. You'll be stuck straight pulling 12 feet for the rest of your career if you don't get this right. Archetype 3 is the savant, and I mean that in the most derogatory way. These guys should not be good at anything athletic, yet they win this event for no good reason. They aren't particularly strong, they aren't particularly fast. They're 6'1", 6'2", a good height, but nothing special. They have long limbs with almost no width to them. Their body frame is like that of a spindly spider. Their vaults are controlled and precise, too much so. It's like, what planet are you from where you can vault that high in this gravity? They're not spectacular. They are not extraordinary. They are just better. Real talk though, Casey, Sam, Cody, these guys are all legends. Nothing but the utmost respect for them, even though they look a little bit funny. But it is true that certain people have just the perfect pole vault build. A perfect pole vaulter would be extremely strong in the lower body with almost no upper body musculature, aka Sam Kendricks. But it doesn't take away from their success in any way, because pole vault's a hard event, and really, whether you're built for it or not, you're still going to struggle with injuries, you're going to struggle with consistency. Every vaulter has similar problems, and everybody has to push through them. So no matter what archetype you are, you're going to have trials and tribulations. The best you can do is double down on your weaknesses. Make yourself into the perfect pole vaulter. With that, that's the end of the video. Jump high and try to grow a little bit taller. I know that one's hard. All right, goodbye.